Anything that you do for me, I do for you 10 times over, 10 times over, baby. And if you want to into you, I swear I will give it to you. Good morning, people, or whatever time you watch this video. It's me, Chef Glam. And today I'm going to be making some CouCou. I can't even remember. I think I do a little CouCou video before. It don't matter if I do it before or not. I still want to see me make CouCou, right? I taught you how you did. I'm in a good mood today, right? Come and get closer. Right? What we going to do here first? We cutting off the tops and the little tiny bottom off of these okra, see? Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Okay, so basically now we just roughly chopping this here. Once it's chopped, we can put it in a pot. I like to use this pot with a wide surface area at the bottom, even though it's only about 1.5 cups or so of okras, because this, maybe 2 cups. This pot, because the surface area is wide, is gonna boil quick, and I like to cook fast. All right, so along with the okra, I'm just going to be putting a little bit of my Bajan seasoning. I have a video for this up on my channel already. My seasoning is fresh. It has in fresh herbs, onions, and garlic. The onions and garlic come together and they turn green eventually, but it's also green because of the herbs in it, right? I'm just gonna put about 2 tablespoons of this in here. Why do I like to put this in there? Because that's putting onions, herbs, all kind of thing, which is added flavor to the CouCou. Flavor on every layer makes things better in the end. Not salt, flavor. Salt is good too, but flavor is great. So we're just putting that in there. We're gonna put some water to cover and get this boiling on the stove, okay? Right, so see the water in there? Maybe like 4 cups of water to 2 cups of okra or so. You can put more water because CouCou with a lot of water is great. And what we're gonna do now is just let it come to a boil and let it turn to slush. Sometimes I even just put the whole thing in the blender, the okra and the water, and blend it up so it will come fine quicker. And then I just use it like that. And this is gonna boil. I'm gonna add a little salt to it, not much, but just to make sure it has a little salt in it, because this is the water we're gonna use to stir our CouCou, along with some normal cold water. Okay, family, so I put some olive oil in here, maybe about 3 tablespoons. We're trying to be healthy with this CouCou, and I'm making it in a portion that a person will use for their house, because CouCou yields a lot. So we got 1 pack here, 340 grams of recalled fine cornmeal. So we're adding that directly to the oil. And then we're going to get 2 things, a whisk and a cooking stick. So with the whisk, I'm just mixing up some oil into the cornmeal. You could use butter, which would be very nice, but some people are lactose intolerant, so I don't use it. And then you could also use some gold spread, or not gold spread, some sunflower butter would also work well here if you're looking for a buttery option. But you can also put that buttery flavor into your gravy itself. But see how we get this like sand? That's good stuff there. And now I'm gonna put some regular cool water to cover it. I'll show you it when it's done. Also because I want to let it go. So I put that in that way soaking it. Hey guys, now just for you, we're also making a quick gravy. We got a little bit of cooking butter in there. We got some onions, some fresh herbs, especially thyme, a little hot pepper that I cut big so I can find it to take it back out. And we sauteing that. Alright guys, now to this, starting to get brown, which is what we want, a little caramelization. I added a little bit of saltfish. You can always add more depending on what you're doing. I'm using saltfish as just a background for flavor in the gravy, because I'm still going to put like steamed marlin in here, right? So it don't need a big set of saltfish, but you could do saltfish gravy and just put a big set one thing. You feel that sticking now? Add a little water to that now. And allow that water to bubble up. That's going to pick up all the stuff off of the bottom, and use a wooden spoon now while you stir. Alright, so I tasted my gravy for salt. It does need a little bit of salt. The saltfish provided some salt, but I don't like to boil the saltfish all the way out. And And this gravy can use as it is, you know, but we Caribbean people don't like nothing, so that look too white, man. So I got a little end of time right here, right? See how much? You hear what I say? A little end. See, now you got yellow gravy. You don't want yellow gravy? You can put in a little ketchup, right? And if you use like Swiss or one and browns, they're very sweet already. So you don't have to put any sugar, but sometimes it's nice to put a pinch of sugar if you're using a more acidic ketchup, right? And we just let that cook down some more. And saltfish gravy finished, man. You could also, I like to throw a little bit of my seasoning directly into the gravy as well. But this gravy finished. Alright, so we got on medium heat, we got our whisk, and we got our breadcrumb-like texture here on our cornmeal. Now what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to add some water to this. Just plain water. And it's cold, so that gives me time to be able to maneuver. Not freezing, just that water kind of consistency. There's a piece of herb or something that dropped in there. Don't worry, that will add to the flavor. A piece of parsley. Alright, we're going to leave this like this, and we're going to come back and stir it occasionally every 2 minutes until it starts to thicken up. So you see how it's thickening up now and it's starting to cook? The whisk is going to help you not get lumps in this stage, which is important. Don't play that you're talking about cocoa stick. Cocoa stick is what people have. Whisk is technology for people in the old days, so don't worry about it. Alright? We're going to put some more plain water in there. And the same thing again. We just want to whisk it and smooth it out. So you can see it has some little tiny lumps in it. Those aren't really lumps because it's not cooked through, so they're going to smooth out very easily. So at this point, because I don't want to end up putting too much water and don't make space for my okra water, we're going to start putting our okra water in here. And you don't want to put too much because you don't want it to be too watery, because then it'll be harder to mix. So you're whisking out these lumps. You're supposed to feel your bicep forming, because there's a workout, my girl, my guy. Alright. So then we're gonna go again. We gotta get all this okra water in here. And then we might still want more water because we want what we call a mellow, smooth CouCou. You do not want a CouCou that got you feeling like if it's too tough. I like CouCou to be freshly done. So look at that consistency. It's very wet, but it's all well mixed. So now we're gonna add in the rest of our okra water. All of them okras going in now. So we're gonna whisk this and get all of that mixed in. Now as you can see, I already have a pretty smooth mixture here. Those little tiny bumps that you're gonna see is okra seeds. But as far as the actual mixture, especially because of coating everything with oil, it's way easier to get it to slide into place and be a smooth CouCou. Right? And once I feel good about how much I have whisked, which is going to be another 2 or 3 minutes of whisking for me, but you'll see it when it's done, then I transfer to the CouCou stick. Now with the CouCou stick, we're doing a different movement. We're using the side of the pan. I'm pulling forward the CouCou and hitting it in the side of the pan. That is so that if there are any little lumps in there, you can smooth them out. And then you stir occasionally. So you see the movement? So you do a stir, and then you're doing a press. And guys, here you have it. This CouCou is finished. I can show you how it looked when it plated up. So good. It's nice and smooth. It just tastes good, y'all. Don't let CouCou die as a tradition. Keep making CouCou, but follow my little tricks and things. And you're gonna know when it's done because it's gonna get a little bit thicker. By the time it sits down, then look, it can even form into different shapes. If you put that down long enough, you can even cut that into slices and fry it like how people do polenta. And another thing, if you wanted to, you could use half the okra I use, but I like to use a lot of okra. But that okra could be added to more water and make more CouCou. There's no real right and wrong for how much okra is in the CouCou, because CouCou is a dish similar to polenta, which is made with no okra at all. It still doesn't come out. And they got people in other islands that's make CouCou with spinach dough and put all kind of different stuff in it. So get creative, make something nice, Remember to like and subscribe. Tag me and all that good things. I gotta eat my lunch.